Okay, there we go. I'm so sorry about that, guys. StreamYard is on the struggle bus, apparently, and we're just gonna jump in. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I switched up mic situations again, so you guys let me know um, what you think, if we're good, and we'll go ahead and get started and jump in. Mm, I know we're on a delay, but I'm just so nervous now because I thought I was live before and it booted me or something. All right, well, it looks like people are here, so I'm gonna try to start. I'm just so nervous. Somebody leave me a comment when you can see this. Oh, good. Perfect. I see Maria and Gloria checking in. Perfect. All right. So, craziness aside, we're just going to dive right in. I do have some very exciting stuff to tell you guys. We talked last week or on Tuesday about a giveaway. And so I've sorted through all of my stuff, emptied my suitcase finally, and I put together some little like kits. So I put a link to a Google form in the comments here, and then in on the YouTube video, it's in the description. I couldn't update the Facebook description, but we are going to do a little Pink and Main and Me giveaway. Um, so I have these little stacks. This is what's going to come in each. Okay, not the new products. We'll move this. So you're going to get a little packet of sequins, confettis. You're going to get a toner, like a toner print foilable. Okay. You're going to get two cut-ups. They won't all be the same, and the floral pattern won't all be the same. You're going to get two pieces of foil um, that you can foil these with. And they might not be these exact colors. You might get more of this and less of this, but you're going to get some foil. You're going to get a card base, which I will fold before I send it so I can put it in an envelope. And you're going to get four toner sheets. Again, I'm not promising what colors, but just four random ombre toner sheets. So if you would like to enter in to win all of that sent to you in a little envelope, and have an American or a Canadian address, there's a Google form that you can go fill out in the comments and in the description on YouTube. And I'm going to leave it open for like a while. And every live, I'll just pick two or three right before the live. We'll announce it. I'll email you. And then if you want it, well, I mean, hopefully don't enter if you don't want it, but you confirm with me that I'm good to send it and I'll send it out to you. So that way we can just kind of randomly shower people with love for at least the next month, probably two, because I have a big stack of all of this. So I just think it'll be a fun way to kind of give back and share some love with you guys. And if you don't have a mink or a laminator, that's okay because we've played around with using like glossy gel with our foils and double-sided tape with our foils. So there's ways you can foil without a mink. And there's ways we ink blended over those toner sheets on Tuesday. So even if you're not going to foil it, you could ink blend that floral pattern and use it on a card too. So I hope you won't let whether you have a mink or not affect if you enter. But yeah, we'll just leave it open for a while. Depending on how many people enter, everybody might get something. So, and I won't use that information for anything. I'm not going to sign you up for a newsletter. It's literally only to notify you if you win and send you your stuff. So don't be worried. Was that everything? Yeah, so and I'll announce them here. Like I'll pick a couple before I go live. We'll announce them and then I'll also email you after. So yeah, happy mail, Leslie. That's exactly what I'm hoping. We'll do some Happy Mail. Yeah, I'm gonna warn you, Canada might take a second to get to you from here, but I have sent some cards, and I know Melissa has sent me a card, so I know it will get there. But yeah, it might take an extra day or two or something. But I figured if I can send them in actual like 5x7 envelopes, it shouldn't be a problem to just add that extra stamp on there. So, what I'm actually thrilled to talk to you about is some new product for the release that's coming out tomorrow. Our May release is coming out, and we're going to go through a bunch of sneak peeks. I'm going to scatter them through, and where the focus of our card today is going to be this stamp set that I'm absolutely in love with, and it's called Spill the Tea. So good. And I still see people commenting that they can see me, which has me worried because that was like a solid 5 minutes ago. So maybe we're on like a really strong delay. But so just know if I'm not up with the comments as you're sending them, that's why. So yeah, so we're doing Spill the Tea. This is a Mommy Lay Designs illustrated stamp set. You get the cute little bear and bunny having tea outside. This little bear is taking like a little tea bubble bath almost. I'm obsessed with these stacked cups. We're going to use those today for sure. And then like I'll drink to that. What's the tea? Absolutely love it. Of course, we have the coordinating dies. And I grabbed some brown ink and my Pebble cardstock because I kind of am thinking of like some bright, colorful images and then the background being like a splattered, maybe tea ring little something. I've done that with like coffee themed cards before, but I know that a lot of people love tea. I am not a tea drinker, although I do love a chai, so I guess I count. But yeah, I think it's fun when there's so many coffee options, as there should be, but there's still a lot that it's good that we have some tea. So what was I just gonna grab? Oh, I was gonna show you the other tea things. Sneak peek while I'm thinking of it. It's not completely a sneak peek. These are part of the courtyard, the crafty courtyard set. But I would assume Michelle's gonna have these available on their own. But for now, they're part of the kit. So these are die sets. And so we have this one is called the pastry tray dies. And you can see on the back all of the things you can build with them. So cute. So you get a little like a little lava cake looking croissant, cookie, pie, cupcake, macaron, eclair. Love it. And then the little like creamer and sugar things. And then you also get the teapot with the teacups, and you can do hot tea or iced tea, which I just think is so stinking cute. Um, so those right now are in the kit, but to me, like all of these very much go together. So yeah, so Lisa said Demo Donna did a cute video on those. So if you want to see these used, 100%, go check out Demo Donna's video. And then I just also love all of these sentiments, right? The thank you for your honesty, hospitality, generosity. I love a good pun. It doesn't even matter what the topic is. So we're not using those because in case it takes a while for them to come out, I'm not positive when the kit products become available. I'll find that out tomorrow with this release so that I have a clear answer for the future. But what I do want to do is use this Spill the Tea set. Melissa said she did an afternoon tea with her daughter, grandma, and mom for Mother's Day. That's lovely. That sounds amazing. Great for invites for high tea, definitely. So we're going to stamp these up so that they can dry for a minute because we're going to color them with my Copics. And while they dry, we can play with our like fun splattery inky background. Also, when you fill out the giveaway form, that's in the comments as well as in the description on YouTube. I did put a question in to ask you what your favorite technique is to see live, and that's just because I'm curious, and I figured if I had your attention anyway, I might as well ask. Oh, thanks, Leslie. Leslie said, don't forget to hit the like button. That just helps to make sure that the algorithm knows that I'm cool enough that we should have other crafters come hang out and watch. So I'm leaning the little bear that's chilling in the tea, and I have to do that stack of cups. And I think I'm actually going to do 2 stacks of cups. I put in the title or in the description that we're doing a lot of coloring, and I really did mean that because our little inky background should go together pretty quickly. I think we'll be good. I think we'll have. Yeah, I love a good ink and splatter background. All the kids get released on release day. I think so too, Misty. I think so too. I just never want to promise something I'm not positive about. But also I feel bad because I feel like I should know the answer to that already. And I do want to tell you guys that I really did sit down yesterday and go through all of my foils, and go through all of my stamps that were laying everywhere and my stencils. And I put everything away and I sorted my foils into ombre, pattern, and solids. So I do feel nice. And well, I mean, this whole place still could use some extra straightening, but in general, I feel a little more under control, a little more tidy. Everybody says there's 2 parts of card making, 2 hobbies, right? Collecting your supplies and using them, but really I think it's 3 because organizing them should be its own hobby. I was so jealous. Bali, who was with me at the Create event at Simon Says Stamp with Pink and Main, is like a professional organizer. I could never. People would pay me to not touch their stuff. She says as she picks dog hair out of her stamps. Misty, I don't think I did. I did find the piece, like a piece of solid silver, which I think that's what I was originally looking for, was the solid, clean, non-holographic silver. And I did find it. It was just a smaller piece. And so, of course, it was like tucked in, hiding from me, trying to make me look silly on live stream. How dare it? Right, Sherry? I will have someone else come clean for you because that is not me. Oh, I'll show you in a second, Barbara. I'm cheating the system. So you guys know I love to store my stamps with my dies in my packaging. So I'm also storing my foils in their packaging. I saved up 3 of the foil tubes that they come in. And so I still have them rolled up just like I did before, but now I have a solid, a pattern, and an ombre. And so 2 of them shut. My pattern one is so full that it's still not completely lined up. But this way, at least when I'm live and I go to or I'm foiling on the weekend and I need to grab something, I know where to start looking. So hopefully that will help me. Jeanette, oh no, Jeanette said hers is so bad. Who just said they got here late? Oh, Connie. Don't worry, Connie. I was also late. The system that we use to stream apparently is on the struggle bus. And I was a couple minutes late as well. So we're good. Connie, because you did pop in late, I want to make sure that you know, because I know you're here pretty much every live, that we are doing a Pink and Main giveaway. The form is in the Google form is in the comments. So if anybody sees someone posting in the comments on YouTube or Facebook saying, you won, email me, or you won, here's a link, that's not me. I'm only going off of that Google form exclusively. Don't let anybody fraud you out or scam you. That's why I love the Google form way of doing this, because then it keeps everybody safe, or because people are out there doing crazy stuff on the internet. So, um, but if you fill out the form, you can win a cute little 5x7 envelope filled with some foils and some foilable and some toner sheets, some sequins, a card base, some good stuff. All right, so I like that this is giving me a tiny little border. I trimmed my Pebble cardstock down to 4 by 5 1/4. So we just have that nice little white thin border around the edges. I'm going to put all of my white cardstock off to the side, and I am going to take my makeshift splat box out. I don't think we're going to be getting that inky, but it's fine. So my splat box that I use is a Simon Says stamp box, because when I open it up, like a shipping box that they sent me, when I open it up, it guards my laptop. And I just have paper towels and stuff in there to keep things from getting too out of control. And I'm thinking I was going to go tea dye, but I don't think it's going to show up enough for what I'm looking for. So I'm going to take a little acrylic block and my walnut stain. Yeah, Misty, exactly. The one day you guys are early, I'm late. And I'm not kidding. When I hit like go live, I didn't realize that it didn't go live. So I'm like talking and worried that you guys can't hear me because I switched how my headphones are set up. And then I was in panic mode, like, why is no one responding to me? And then I looked and I wasn't actually live. They faked me out. It was not fun. Like full panic mode. Okay, let's find a brush. So I took some walnut stain on my little acrylic block and I added some just clear, clean water to it. And we're going to go in and just kind of tap that brush. Oh, good, Lisa. So I hooked my headphones up to, or linked them up to my laptop instead of my my phone. So it's got to be something with that app on my phone. It's probably whatever's ruining Share a Sale on an iPhone too. It's probably a Safari issue. So I flip that over and I'm blotting it. That's what's going to give me that like softer kind of spilled dripped tea vibe, which I get that this is like a lot. But I think when we add the little like ring, I think that's going to help. And the other thing I can do is like really overload my brush and hold it upside down and maybe maybe not, maybe we'll just wing it. I don't think that anybody's going to see that one either. I'm just gonna make some blobs. Sure. Block that off too. Because this cardstock is not like a watercolor cardstock, but I'm not adding enough or leaving it long enough for it to really matter. Right? I just want that kind of steamed look. I'll just put that over there. And then the last thing I wanted to try, I have this little plastic cup that you're supposed to put like sequins in or something. And so I'm going to load this up again. My walnut stain might not have enough ink coming out of it. You know, I have the distress sprays and everything too, but I don't feel like opening that closet right now. So we're going to spray that. And I'm going to take the edge of that little cup and kind of roll it so it has the ink all around the edge. And we're going to just place that down and give it a minute. And that's going to give us that cute little like ring. And I love when it's not perfectly like even, how it's like a little splotchy and like this little extra bit right there. Perfect. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Maybe this person picked their cup up and put it like back down weird. Right? the messier kind of the better, because it's gonna balance out how like super adorable we're going with this coloring, the super cutesy images. Although I also think this would be adorable to use with those dies. They are a little bit more realistic. I need that paper towel back out of that box. Perfect. So now that our images are dry, we can swap things I do want to do because I never remember. Let's spray and clean off my brush now. Otherwise, I put them back, and then when I go to use them, they have color on them. All right, so that's the base that we're starting with. Okay. And yes, I love the rings. And there are companies that make stamps of the rings, and I even have some of them. But I really do love if you can find a cup in your house or a little bowl. Like I even have these little like pinch pot bowls that were super cheap at Target. And this is really big, but if you flip it over, the bottom is small. And so you can kind of do it with that too. So get creative and look around your space and see what you have that you might be able to like flip over and use. Um, because it doesn't have to be an actual coffee cup if that size doesn't work for you. So we'll let that dry and we can pop back over to our images. I am going to zoom this in, maybe. Here we go. Come on, man. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I love that everybody is loving that. All right, so I do want this, I think, to be really bright because everything else is going to be that more muted kind of neutral tones. So, but let's start out with the bear. I think we'll go a little more matchy for our little bear, and we'll go with some E30s because she can kind of match the background and everything else, so the cups can be more bright and fun. Because I might not drink a lot of tea, but I do appreciate a good teacup as well as a good mug. And I love when people have those like really fancy, beautiful teacups. They're so pretty. I think if I was a teacup user or a tea drinker, I guess I should say, I would definitely be the like Canadian/British kind that puts milk in my tea because I like a chai latte with milk. So I think that would be me. Oh yeah, Cindy said she uses like little crystal candy dishes or things like that for those little rings. That would be perfect. I've even used like a small candle before, like a candle jar. So that was E37, 35, and 33. The May mug of the month to show us a sneak peek. I do. I do. Are you ready? By special request, here is your May mug of the month. So it's a Memorial Day slash save it for 4th of July as well. Use it all summer. But it's like a patriotic mug and a little firework. It says, you put a spark in my life, or was that my coffee? So I love that you can leave out the firework and have it as a Memorial Day or thank a veteran. That's not what Memorial Day is about. I understand that, but just trying to think of how you can use it in more ways than one. And if you are not in the US and you don't celebrate those holidays, I'm still sure that I don't actually know why you would use it. You probably wouldn't. That was a silly thing to say. But we'll use it. We'll use it a lot. I don't generally use the mugs as much as I should. especially for a coffee drinker, but I do think it's fun. It is very fun. I love a scene-ish card. So, but I'll try to use some more mugs of the month. I'm gonna go in and add just a little bit of pink to these cheeks. The 21 is not showing up. Let's try R22. I just want to kind of give that like that look that she's a little steamy in that cut. That's cute. Right, some little blush marks. And we'll go E49. I've been researching at my other job for Bloom. I do their social media, and every year we donate proceeds to a different charity for Memorial Day. So it's like top of my because I was going through to pick uh, this year's charity. So, okay. For the tea is the question. What color are we using for the tea? I don't drink the tea. But it can't be 30s because then it will match. So maybe 20s? Sure. Let's go lightish 20s. 23 or 20. I don't think you guys can hear it, but I can hear me through my phone. It won't mute all the way. It's very strange to hear myself talking while myself is still talking. I know I own a 21 marker. What the heck? All right, maybe that's not the one I meant to use. Sign taken. So going in with 23. I said beige. I love you guys. All right, so we're going to go E23 right along the bottom, and then some E31 up at the top with some milky tea. But you guys are perfect. That's fine. All right, now is where we can have so much fun. And I want to do the whole rainbow, but I don't want to go in rainbow order. So I think the main feature, I want like super bright and cheery, and I want that flower to be pink. So let's start with our pink. We're going to go with like RV, super bright, bold pink. Oh, yes, that is a lovely idea. Let me see, I will use my new Olo purples, even though I don't have the connector, and so I probably won't be able to hold it the way you're supposed to really hold it because I'm silly. That marker needs to be refilled. All right, so RV25 and 23. I'm thinking yellow cup for this one. So let's go Y30s. So we'll start with a Y38. These are just like a little goldeny. You know, I like to leave the edge open on my cups. Sorry, make sure you guys can see. That just creates that effect of a rounded shape where you're kind of getting that reflected light as the cup curves away from you. And the little bottom part or saucer would match. And we'll also add some shading to where the handle meets the cup. So that was Y38, then we'll jump up to 35. Yeah, so Lisa, the Olos will look tiny, but you're supposed to, right? Like that's a Copic, but you buy a connector that's like, I don't know, cheap, and you can interchange them, but it hooks them together. So it's actually like bigger than a Copic. once they're connected, but I'm silly and I even knew that ahead of time and I still did not remember to put the connector in my cart. So if you decide to try some, make sure you get the connector. But it's fine because I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm going to want at least a couple more colors. So when I order more, I'll get my connector. So filling that in, everything in with Y32. So we did 38, 35, 32. And that's just going to make that really happy, sunshiny cup. And I'm, of course, leaving all of my markers out to the side because we're probably going to bring colors back in multiple spots. Inside of this should be yellow. And our heart can be pink. And a little tea tag. We need some green. Let's go. I still want to go bright. Let's do bright everything. I'm in like, my brain is in summer mode. I'm just here for all of the bits. So we'll go YG09. YG05. And I probably don't really need all three of these for these little leaves, but I'm going to use them for a mug at some, or a cup at some point anyway. So might as well just take them all out now. Cute, cute, cute. Maybe blue. I don't want to do purple yet. Oh, like a teal. Let's do teal. We'll do a little BG23, just a solid. Cute. And I need a, let's go cool gray for that little tag. And I'm just going to kind of make an L shape just so it doesn't look like it got forgotten. And we can go in with a little C0 too as well. Oh, and she has a bow. Her bow can be teal. I'll bring that teal in somewhere else. And no little white eye highlights. And we'll come back and add highlights to all the cups too. But while I'm already here. Cool. So that's our little teacup to start. Angela Lansbury playing the teapot. Oh yeah, playing the teapot and Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, some little chip. But like this is my little stack already, and I'm loving where that's headed. All right, and I like I said, I don't want these in rainbow order. So let's go pink on this little heart. And I also don't want the two stacks to match. So let's do pink and pink. Just kind of mapping out where everything's going to go. I think we'll do yellow, and that could also be a stripe. We can do teal, or we could do yellow and green stripe, and then purple with the heart. And we'll make the bottom be purple too. That's good for that one. Let's just start there. All right, so our RV25 again. I want to kind of emphasize this like fun texture. I'm seeing it as a texture versus a print. Like the ceramic is actually scalloped in like this. Oh, that marker needs some love. That was a yucky marker. Go in those little arches with my RV23. You know, we can play around a little bit with this one too. Adding in a second color. Oh, we don't really have orange. Like this is really warm, but it's not a true orange. So let's bring in an orange. So we're going to go YR09. YR68. And I know I'm going like overboard with these colors. So many colors. If you're working with limited markers, you don't have to do all this. I just want you to see different ways of coloring. Barbara didn't order the connectors either. Oh, Sherry didn't order the connectors either. They were included. Well, they were not on mine. It could definitely be, I'm taking the blame. I'm pretty sure for me it was user error. And if you got like a set, I'm curious, did you get individuals? Because I literally just ordered those two by themselves. Versus if it was in a set, I bet it would have come differently. I'm deciding this is tea and not empty space. So we're just going to go ahead and fill that in with the tea colors that we used. That 23 and 31. And then our teal, let's grab my go-to. So we're going to start with BG18. And on this one, because it had those scallops, I didn't really worry about that reflective highlight. But for this guy, we are, and I'm not worrying about avoiding those polka dots at all. I don't think that's necessary. So then we'll go back to our BG23. And then BG11. Rim, right through the center, over those open edges. That. Hey, Susan, you're good. We're just coloring up all of these fun cups from our new sneak peek stamp set that comes out tomorrow. You need to go lay down. Your dog has decided that it is wine o'clock, and she must whine now. All right, so for these stripes, I'm doing the top rim yellow, then we'll skip green, yellow, and yellow down here. Just coming in from either side of that curve, so our highlight is in the center. To me, these are kind of like the cups that would be at the tea party in Alice in Wonderland or something. So YG09. And when I was marking where everything's going to go, like mapping that out, I did that with the lightest marker that I was going to use in each color family. That way I know I can cover it up when it's time to commit. Just like that. And then let's play with these Olos. The only other problem is I only have two. And you know I love a 3-color blend. I do like not having the chisel because I never use the chisel. All right, so we need an in-between color. That 17 might work. 6. No, 6 is definitely pink. It's lighter. That was the V15. I think V09. Yeah, it's just as dark. So I think V17 is going to be my third place, my middle shade. Because these are a pretty big jump, but we'll see how they blend. And just keep in mind, I'm not holding this the way I would love to hold them. Misty said vodka o'clock for wine o'clock. I meant the wine with an H, but I hear you. No judgment here. Start on those edges. The little tip of this is very nice. Nice precision on it. It does feel like it's just a little bit wider than a Copic tip, but I could probably, with practice, get used to it, and also being able to hold the pen the correct way. Because how you hold your pen on is it a ferrule for a pen? I know it's a ferrule for a brush, but how you hold your pen in your hand, your marker in your hand, makes a big difference in how you color. If I'm going for precise, you usually want to move up on your marker. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. If you're trying to be mindful about not over applying, pull up on your marker because you'll have a lighter hand. But if you pull up on your marker, you can get a lot more wrist movement to blend versus when you're choked up, it's like wherever you are is where your colors are staying. But also your hand might move a little different. So I also encourage you to take a scrap piece of paper and just start playing. So the first Olo we used was V2.8. Then we popped in with Copic V17. And now this is V2.6. And this was the real reason I got these. I wanted to try the Olos finally, was to see if there's so many gaps in the purple family in Copics that I wanted to see if the Olos could kind of bridge some of those blends. And I do think this looks very cool. And they obviously work well together. They blend well together. I love that so much. It's definitely a little darker than the other ones, but we could also adjust that really easy. I think if we make the teal just a little bit darker, that will help kind of balance that. So bringing in the BG09 that is we didn't use in that first blend, and I just think that little bit extra. But yeah, that's so pretty. All right, let's do it one more time. Different colors and colors in different spots though. So I'm thinking purple, probably up here this time. And I shouldn't have put that on. Oh no, it's the lightest. See, I second guessed, but I went in with the lightest, so we're good. Because we didn't have a lot of orange over here, let's do more orange, but I don't want orange next to purple. because I love Halloween and you know I like Halloween cards, but this is not the vibe today. So we'll put orange down here this time. Let's do, I really like the yellow and green together. So let's do, oh, we could do green and teal though too. Let's do green and teal up here. Green, teal. And then what do we have left? The yellow can be in the same spot. That's not the end of the world. Do pink and yellow. Oh, I love that you guys are loving these. This is definitely like a little bit of a longer one, but I really think it will be worth it once it's complete. And really, this coloring is the main part, right? Once this coloring is done, that's pretty much the whole card. Let me get this pink kind of out of the way with this marker. I'm probably now going to also need a new nib on it. I'm using it dry. Just putting those in on each side. Then back in with Barbie-10. And I am still going to show the rest of those sneak peeks once we wrap this up. So if you're here for more sneak peeks, I got more coming, I promise. Anybody who jumped in late, make sure you check out the info on our giveaway. The form is in the comments and the description on YouTube. We'll go in with RV29. This intersection, the inner part of the cup. Okay, so pinks and yellows are done. Onto the shelves. Lisa said she could watch all day long. If left to my own devices, I could color all day long. So we make a good pair. All right, let's go orange. Right here. Also, I keep forgetting to tell you guys, there's going to be an Instagram hop, as there has been for the last several Pink and Mean releases. So there will be an Instagram hop that goes live at noon Eastern tomorrow, where you get a chance to win. I think it's, gosh, I need to check it every time because I'm always nervous they're going to change it up and I'm going to be wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's the whole release. You're going to win something really cool. We'll put it that way. Check back on Instagram this tomorrow to see the exact prizes and all the details. Don't quote me on what I just said. Disclaimer, has not reread the, Caitlin has not reread the parameters of the giveaway for the Instagram hop and cannot be held accountable for what she said. All right, let's jump back to these purples. So B 2.8. Oh, it's so dark. B17. Oh, Sharon, that makes me so glad. I learned Copic coloring just from watching people on YouTube and taking a few like virtual courses where it's just videos that you're basically watching on your own time. So just Definitely practice. And if you see someone doing a technique that seems new or different, try it out because you'll figure out what works for you. That's the best advice I have. I like to copy a lot of people in their techniques just to like see what I like. Then I just pick and choose from that what works for me. Just because somebody says do it this way doesn't mean that's the only way. I'll also be open to any way. You know what I mean? At least like once. Need the dark one on this inner part. So far, I am really liking these. Probably better watch out. They keep coming out with more Olo colors. Although my stepmother, who's watching, is from Canada, she is a true at heart tea drinker, and she says Copics. So I could be saying it the ugly American way. I know. I should really Google to see how the Japanese say it. They're the ones that would be right. BG11. Practice helps. Lisa said she learned. That makes me so happy. This community has given me so much and taught me so much and given me so much support, the card makers in general, that is to me like my form of trying to give back from everyone who is amazing that I learned from. And if you take the techniques that I say, I didn't invent any of these. So if you reteach them to other people, go for it. And our last green, these are looking so fun. We'll see if they come together the way I envisioned on the actual card, but coloring wise, this is making my heart very happy. See two, my R's. Zoom you guys back out. All right, we have our coordinating thighs. I have not decided on a sentiment yet because I have no idea exactly how we're going to lay this out. I don't even know yet if we're going vertical or horizontal. So once we see that part, then we'll hold up the stamp set and figure out which sentiment is going to be for us. Oh, I see Elizabeth checking in from California. Thank you so much. Sorry I didn't get to do like the full roll call rundown at the beginning, guys. I just was so nervous when StreamYard was having a hard time getting us up and running. Cups. And I have to remember to go back in and do the white highlights on those cup stacks once these are cut out as well. Let's get this side cut. So we have our cute little there, little stack of cups. See, that's why I'm thinking sideways might be, horizontal might be the way to go, because I don't want to completely cover up all that hard work that we just did. We could also always trim this down a little more and have more of a white mat around it. That is an option. Once we see this and what our sentiment, how much space that takes up. I think I've decided I'm going to get or ask for a new die cutting machine for my birthday this summer because this poor Sizzix Big Shot is like shredding, which I mean, she's put in work I've had her for like 3 or 4 years, but she's only seen some better days. Dawn loves the orange color. Yeah, it's a good orange. Use that one for pumpkins a lot in the fall. Yeah, I'm just thinking that like that's a little cuter because if we go this way, that seems really like it's kind of like that it's a little like wonky. Now I'm second guessing myself. What's the T? What's the T could go like up? These could go off the page a little. I'll drink to that definitely won't fit. But what's the T might fit? Or spill the tea. That's kind of cute. Maybe we'll do it that way. Originally, I was thinking portrait vertical. And I have enough there to stamp this. So let's do that. I'm going to try to free stamp it, which you know means it'll come out freaking crazy or something. And I'll regret it. Sometimes you just got to go for it. I need ink. Oh, Barbara says, everybody's saying do it landscape. Oh gosh, everybody loves landscape. All right, we like landscape better. I heard. Okay. And spill the tea, spill the tea. Okay. Spill the tea, but landscape. I got you. Thank you guys. Now that I put it this way again, it does feel more balanced. You're right, you're right. You got my back. I think that's pretty decent for a first stand. Yes, everybody says yes. See, that's why I can't be on too much of a delay on these lives, because what if I didn't see that? My whole nail just broke. What if I didn't see that and then I did it the other way and then I hated it and you guys would have been like, well, yeah, you didn't listen to us. And we think spill the tea should go like in here, right? Like I'm kind of envisioning it like here. And I'm trying to figure out which one of these says spill the tea. And before I even do this, I'm going to throw it out there and let you guys tell me what you think. Are we blaming this card? Does it need some sparkle? Should we do a couple, like one of each color? Should we do clears? You guys know I love a clear sequin, a clear confetti. Spill the tea. Look at that. Yes, Blaine. Virginia says, yes, Blaine. All right, let me get this assembled while everybody else weighs in. Let me know if you think color or clear. Missy says color. Jeanette said, never say no to Blaine. There you go. Oh, way too much in that corner. It'll make kind of like a warpy bubble. We leave it. My dad is somewhere saying Warpy Bubble was the name of my band in high school or college. It wasn't, but that's one of our favorite things to say. Oh, the white for the cups. Barbara, you're a lifesaver. That's because we're an hour in and I'm losing my mind. Thank you. Because I probably would have completely forgotten. Even when we were like assembling them, it probably wouldn't have popped back into my mind. You know, that purple one definitely needs some highlights because it's so dark and rich. Go. Time. Just kind of making curved exclamation point kind of shapes. Follow the arches on this little guy. And I really love making sure my shine goes over patterns when there is one like those stripes, because that helps to tell you that it is a pattern and not a texture versus this one, how it's on each bump. We're saying that that is a texture. That is physically bumpy, where the stripes are just pattern on a flat cup. Okay. These are going to go flat. Obviously, our bear is going to get popped out. Obviously. Everybody's saying bling. I only got one vote for color so far, but I think I'm also leaning color because my favorite part of this card now is how like wacky and wonky these are. And it doesn't have to be wacky and wonky. I think you could definitely embrace if you like a more like simple, cutesy look. I think you could definitely achieve that as well with this set and use like softer colors. Color is cool. Okay. And I'm gonna take right here. And you guys know I keep all my confetti in those little drawers, so I can just grab the whole drawer. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I know this is a longer one for us. But hopefully you enjoyed the coloring and the extra sneak peeks at the end and giveaway should help make it extra worth your time. Mindy, yeah, this stamp set feels like it was basically, I'm gonna assume it really was because Michelle's pretty smart like that, but would go so good with that Courier kit with those die cuts that we were looking at earlier. All right, let's grab our bling. And then we'll wrap this one up and show you those last couple of sneak peeks. So we need a teal, we need pink. We're just gonna go for it. We're gonna go orange. We're gonna go yellow. It's just not divide. Let me skip. That's just this yellow is just not the same yellow. Maybe we'll just do softer orange and skip yellow. That's the one critique I would give to Michelle for like the next, not critique, the next suggestion I would give is that we definitely need another yellow. We need an in-between yellow. The soft yellow is too soft and the neon yellow is too neon. We need a between yellow. Okay, let's sprinkle a couple of these around. We're already going like super fun here. So I think just like for real, go for it. Right? I feel like it's one of those, have you guys seen where people pour rice out on paper and like turn it into a map of like a make-believe map of like a treasure map or mythical place? That's what I feel like right now. Wherever they fall is where they're going to go. which maybe then I'm wrong about the yellow. Am I wrong? And the yellow, once it's on the pebble, won't look so crazy. I don't know. I'm not gonna leave it. All the confetti. I really like that it's like randomly scattered, and I think it looks interesting with the tea splatter behind it. Like the whole thing is just messy. This one has a couple sticked. Not even, oh, that one's already glued. Is that everybody? Yeah, that's everybody. So that is our fun little sparkly spill the tea card. Love that. All right, and then let's do our sneak peek look through. Basically, you're just going to see everything. I'm just going to show you guys everything I have. Some of it will show you, I'll finish up from yesterday. So we looked at a couple twines yesterday. This is all of the colors that are coming. So we have two different greens, like a lime and a regular like field green. And then all of the regular basic colors. Oh, black too. There's a black. I was using it for my hop card. But there's a black and white, craft and white, and then there's a Christmas, which I think is super fun. So we'll see how everybody feels about the twine, but I think it's fun. I like adding it in, especially in the fall. I don't know why. I guess because of like burlap and scarves and stuff, it just feels easier for me to use in the fall, but I do love it. These are the cut ups that we looked at yesterday. This is the fanciful florals. So all different sentiments, leaves, and flowers. Yeah, Vicky, you're just in time for the sneak peek. This was the lace that we looked at yesterday, lace foilable sheets. So you get the positive and negative image for those 4 patterns. We had our mug, May mug of the month, more patriotic action. We have 2 new foils. We have this one that's the like diamond plate, like hardware, and it's also like squares within that. You can kind of see the little lines around the edges. And then we also got this beautiful, like crimson-y wine kind of red solid. So those will have to go into my new organization setup. We have some star foilable sheets. So it comes in 2 designs. You get the white background with the black stars, and you get the black background with the white stars. Wherever there's black is where the pattern is going to, or the foil is going to stick. We also have the reverse spotlights. These come in 4 different designs. So we got the regular spotlights last month, so which is the white with the little black lines. Then we got the same 4 designs, but in reverse. We got these, which would absolutely work with the same kind of vibe. And I almost used this as our background of our card today instead of the splatters. And I'm glad I didn't, only because I love how ours turned out in the vibe, but these are really fun. So you have all of the tea kettles, teapots, and cups. And then on this side, you have the "You Are My Cup of Tea." So cute. And something I want to play with soon with you guys is seeing if we can mask around the cup and just ink blend on the cups and then foil it. That's the next thing I want to test out, especially because these shapes don't seem too ridiculous to try to foil, or sorry, to try to mask, but we'll see. And then we have script sentiments, and this comes in the positive and the reverse. So, and these ones will have a white background with the foil lettering, and these will have the opposite. So a foil background with white lettering. So this is better for like a darker foil, and this would be better for a lighter foil. And it's this beautiful script. So all different sentiments in there. And then our last stamp set is this American Eagle set. So thank you for your service, land of the free because of the brave, 3 cheers for red, white, and blue, and happy 4th of July. And then the little American Eagles. So cute. Again, probably not as impressive if you're from Canada, but you know, it's a Florida brand. They love their patriotic stuff. And alligators. So then we have the filigree set. Some of these are a little more like whimsical and rounded, and some are a little bit more elegant and pointy. I think it's so cute. And I love that all of these are coming with the positive and negative or reverse all in one. So you have, if you are a cutesy card maker, you have these adorable eagles and alligators. We have a really cute alligator. Penguin has like the cutest alligator stamp set. We'll have to break it out again this summer because it's one of my favorites. But yes, some very cute of these guys. And we also have that we looked at yesterday, the graduating owls. So if you know a grad, love a grad, I can give you guys a sneak peek of my hop card too. I'm pretty proud of it. I made a shaker with a pattern, confetti pattern paper inside, and I used the twine to make my own little like graduation tassel with those little sweet owls, and I just love how it turned out. So, yeah, super cute, and it's going to be a good release. Don't forget about those die cuts that we looked at earlier, the little pastry tray dies and the tea set dies, tea party dies. So we have a lot to play with in the next couple weeks. Yeah, thank you guys so much. One last time, if you are interested in winning a giveaway, I am going to be mailing. What did I do? A couple people each live are going to get picked right before the live. There's a Google form. You can send me your information. I won't use it for anything nefarious. But the winners are each going to get, and I'll pick a couple each time, some sequins, some cut-ups, a couple cut-ups, a printed pattern toner sheet, at least two pieces of foil. They might be the same color, they might be different. 4 ombre panels, toner sheet panels. Because I figured these two you could use basically as like background pattern paper or something, or die cut from it if you don't want to or have a foil machine, and then an extra card base just to start building your project on. So if you are interested in getting a little envelope filled with all of these goodies, fill out the Google form. The only way I will reach out to you is via the email you provide on the form and announcing it here live. So if someone comments or sends you a message on Facebook or on YouTube and it's not in your direct email inbox, it's not me. It's not me and it's not Pink and Main. So don't fall for any scams. I will announce it here on live and then I will immediately email you after live from my email. You'll know it's me. We'll be all good. So thank you guys so much. If you missed anything or you want to go back to the beginning of this live, ignore the hot mess express it was before I announced the giveaway part. But yeah, and this will be ongoing. We're going to do this pretty much until I run out. So we're going to have at least a couple weeks, if not more than a month worth of giving away a few every live. I have a whole stack back here. So I wanted to make this as widespread of a happy mail as possible. But thank you guys again so much for hanging out. This was a very long one. I appreciate all of your support. And I will see you back here on Tuesday. If you have requests for which of the new products you would like to see used first, leave me a comment and I will talk to you guys next week. Have a great night. Happy crafting.